Today's Know the Gang challenge is 550 likes in 30 minutes. If you do end up enjoying this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications.
Had a sauce on a bitch. Had a sauce on a bitch. Made her fall from the drip. Now she all on my dick. Had a sauce on a bitch. Had a sauce on a.
What's good? Yeah, it's your boy LaMonsta with another video. I know y'all been waiting to finally figure out how do I get a lot of XP in my career. Do some of y'all niggas play my career in Hall of Fame and get in y'all feelings to the point where y'all angry but you try to laugh it off? You ain't trying to break none of your screens. You start laughing like this. Hit ass. But I got y'all, bruh. Today, before we get into the video, let me shout out. We gotta give a big shout out to my man Brown Boy at UncoolMatty is his Twitter. Y'all see me on his Twitter, you feel me? Y'all can follow my boy. He gets 100% credit for this video even being created for basically DMing me the formula. He posted a picture of him getting 100K with my build, and then he told me how to get it. Now, y'all gotta understand how difficult it is for me to try to replicate somebody only just typing rather than giving you visuals, you feel me? Shout out to him, but like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I could tell y'all what to do, but when you actually get in the game, you still gotta grasp the concept and learn how to manipulate the computer, you feel me? So what I'm saying is, like, my version of what he told me might still be slightly different. It might still be some different things and steps he takes in order to not make mistakes and in order to earn way more points than me, because it's his formula and his method. But it's just like, what y'all about to see is his method, but just, you feel me, to how as best as I could portray it, you feel me, in my career, is pulling it through, you feel me? But again, shout out to my nigga Brown Boy. Make sure y'all go follow my boy. Alright, this is step one. Literally everything you need to know before even going into a my career game. So first things first, you want to make sure you're on a team that can actually catch alley-oops, bro, because that's one of the tactics you use to get this 100K XP. So first you want to go, you see I went to NBA team roster. Now you look at my roster, you click on your big man. Look at my big man, press X, scroll to his badges. You see he has Lob City Finisher. This is the badge you want to check for. Lob City Finisher gold or silver would be good. Scroll over, look, I got Blake Griffin, Lob City Finisher gold. You can look at the entire NBA. Look, I could go to, let me see, the Rockets. They got Clint Capella. Let's see what he got. See, he got Lob City Finisher gold. So check your team, any team you go to. Now if you go to a team like, you see the Spurs, you see their center don't got Lob City Finisher on silver or gold. Bronze might be able to catch it, but not OD consistently. You don't want to go to that team or continue playing for that team. But if your team already got players that catch alley-oops, alright, you good. But I would recommend just requesting a trade, which is you scroll all the way over to request trade, click that, and then choose a team. It's that simple. I would recommend choosing the Detroit Pistons because there's so many players on there. Like, I got Tyson Chandler who can catch oops, Andre Drummond who can catch oops, Blake Griffin who can catch oops. So this is like the best team to play for. So that's literally step one that you need to know. Also a part of step one is just to let you guys know, if you don't have this option yet where you can change, I'm supposed to be at point guard anyway, where you can change the minutes. You see how I got the max minutes 38, and you feel me, I got my centers getting more minutes and stuff like that. Basically you want to be able to get this option in order to earn the most possible maximum points, you feel me, in the game. And to get this option, it is like you just got a grind career. You get a message from your agent in the messages. Let me see if I still got it. You get a message from Bull, or I don't got the message anyway, but you gonna get a message or something basically to where they telling you you're the franchise player. And then when you get that opportunity, you'll be able to go into there and actually change your minutes. So that's another important step. But again, I've earned like 80K. The gameplay I'm gonna give you is gameplay before I even had these options to play that many minutes. You feel me? I got clips of when I play only like 32 minutes or just 28 minutes. So you feel me? I'm just letting you know these are the steps you need to take before, like, these are going to determine how much points you actually get. Then you want to make sure your game is on Hall of Fame difficulty. I'm going to explain why. later. And then quarter length 12 minutes. So those are all the beginning steps, bruh. Alright, now we on step 2, actually being in the game. Now I want you guys to understand, your first attempt trying this is going to be very difficult, going to be hard. You might want to give up, but you just got to keep trying. At least y'all get the visuals instead of just somebody explaining it with just text, you feel me? But basically step 1, like literally when you first get the ball, is going to be actually calling an isolation play, which is left on the D-pad, press R1 for isolation, and then you go up the court. You want to kind of stand back a little bit, then you press L1 so your center can set you a screen. Now, as he's setting you a screen, your goal is to basically keep your defender away from him so he doesn't actually run into the screen. If your teammate runs him into the screen, other players will pick up. So you want to go the opposite way of the screen to free your player. Now you see how my player cut? You have to again press the same screen button, which was L1 for PlayStation 4, to make your player cut to the basket wide openly. And then if you see it completely open, you double triangle for an alley-oop. Don't worry, I'm gonna give more than one example of me coming up the court. So I came up the court, I already called the isolation. Now look, you see, if you try to do it too fast and you don't let your player set up after the isolation, he gets stopped. You feel me? You got to make sure you don't throw the oop if he gets stopped. You got to chill, take your time, use the shot clock, reset, and actually set a screen. Now this is an example of Blake Griffin actually hitting him with a screen. You see how the computer really is supposed to intercept that? I just happen to get lucky on that in particular play. But you don't want to throw the oop when actually your teammate actually hits them with a screen. Now look, these are just examples. I know you guys are probably like, when you actually play on Hall of Fame, you're gonna be like, how are you not making no mistakes? How are you just doing it so fluently? But look, I have 14 damn voice. God damn. I have 14 turnovers, as you guys can see, bro. So I make a lot of mistakes. It happens. I don't have it perfected. But understand, these mistakes and how well you do this will determine how many points you get. You feel me? If you think about me turning the ball over 14 times, imagine if I didn't turn it over 14 times, and that's 14 extra alley-oops. You feel me? So you gotta understand this is, I'm not just perfectly in here Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is Jesus Christ. They're godly, bro. You're gonna mess up, bro. You're gonna make mistakes, but it's more to it than just alley-oops to get your point. All right. Now step 3 is defense. You gotta have a defensive side. You don't want to play bad defense to not get your grade up. But what you're gonna do is play the half court trap, which is left on the D-pad. Half court trap. You see how instantly the computer just throwing the ball up the court and they pretty much scoring. Sometimes you're gonna get the steal. Most of the times they're gonna double team and make a jump ball. But the goal is for you to get the ball back in order to get more and more and more points, bro. So you do play defense though. Do not play defense and have an F, or you won't get close to even getting 100K XP. But half court trap is the defense you need to play in order to repeatedly get the ball back as fast as possible without actually losing grade. You feel me? Like, actually guard your man, bruh. We're gonna talk about grade soon too. Alright, now step 4 is basically, I want you guys to repeatedly do those steps I told you in the beginning. You can see another example of basically throwing the alley-oop to your teammates or get an assist period to ultimately eventually earn your takeover badge. Now once you're actually in takeover, basically there's no more setting screen. It's only going up the court calling isolation. Now you want to try to break the ankles of your defender. As soon as you do, like, you could try to spam momentum behind the back. As soon as you do a momentum behind the back, like literally like spam it, bro, momentum behind the back and break their ankles, you want to immediately shoot. You see that green light from any, it don't matter where. You're not going to get greens every time. I'm gonna give you more examples, but you just want to break their ankles and shoot. Now the points you getting from that play that I just showed you is limitless range, bro. You get we get it play sharps. We get a whole lot of points for limitless range. All shooters do in general. So you get limitless range points from that. Now hold up, big fella. There's 2 different takeovers, bruh. You get team takeover and regular takeover. Now Brown Boy recommended me to just do regular takeover, but if you're good enough, you can try to earn team takeover. It's going to be more difficult because you know you can't make mistakes. This is an example of how Team Takeover looks. Basically, you'll just have way more time with Team Takeover, and you can control your teammates, meaning like rebounds. You actually can get the rebound with your player if you know you're going to miss the shot. And on defense, you basically on defense, if you do get the opportunity to activate Team Takeover, on defense, you want to actually make your players not play defense, especially when it's already a blowout. You get what I'm saying? So like, you can click R1, L2, control Blake Griffin, make him flop or go down the court so that the computer can just throw an easy pass and you just get the ball right back. So that's another benefit to doing Team Takeover. All right, step 6, this basically like my wrap up, my last couple steps. Y'all already understand the beginning. So basically I want to say, in the beginning, before you call half court trap, try to call zone defense. If you play zone defense, it would allow you to possibly get the lead on the computer because you want to win. And also with winning, the zone allows you to not lose grade. You know how the computer going to keep scoring repeatedly. You don't want to let the computer keep scoring on you in particular. You know how you really playing amazing defense, but they still score, so you losing grade. You can start off playing a little zone just to keep your grade rising and rising, and then eventually, while playing zone, once you get the lead and once your grade is looking decent enough, then you can start going to the half court trap. That's just a little tip for you guys who like, how is you getting an A+? But the goal of this video, doing all those steps to really earn 100K, possibly getting close, is you have to win the game. That's number one. You gotta win the game. You can't just go in here and lose. You actually gotta win the game. You actually have to get an A+. That's 12,000 points right there. 6K, 6K. Then, depending on the opponent that you went against, will give you a whole nother 6,000 points. And here in a little bit, we about to get to my ending and on this in particular gameplay and show you how much XP I got on this gameplay. Again, depending on how much you earn, it's literally based off your performance. It's based off your minutes. Now remember, I don't have 38 minutes yet, and you see all the stats I've done so far. We about to go down the list. I'm gonna do that in slow motion as well. I feel like y'all like the slow motion. Sorry for making this video dumb long. We about to go down the list in slow motion and show y'all exactly what I've done. All right, so we've done alley-oop assists. We did 40 of those this game. You see how many points that is? 14 racks just off of alley-oops. Then you get some points off of regular assists. Blocks, that's extra. That's just me. I did that. It's all about how you play. We can do flashy assist as well. If you take the time to actually get flashy assist when you do regular passes, I don't do that all the time, but I should. That's way more points because you're a playmaker first. Then you see my limitless threes. I only did 11. I'm really supposed to do about 20 something of those, but I kept messing up my takeover, bruh. Like, you want to do as many limitless as you can as possible, but unfortunately this game I didn't get the opportunity to OD with the limitless. Like I said, I made a lot of mistakes. Then you have dribble drive success that come naturally, pick and roll success. Now take a look at it. Like I told y'all, look at that. A+ 6,400, win bonus 6,400, opponent strength 6,400, and with that game making a lot of mistakes and not max minutes, finally getting the steps right, I'm earning 85,000 XP in that game. Now all I had to do differently in that game was earn my takeover better, make less mistakes, and then actually shoot way more limitless shots. And it's all about actually making the shots too. I could shoot them and miss, so it's up to me to actually break down angles the right way and actually make the shot. So that was the only thing holding me back from getting 100K, bro. Now that's pretty much it, bro. So take these steps, you feel me, get good at doing this formula, and eventually once you master it without making less mistakes, you'll get closer and closer and having the opportunity to get 100K. And another tip I want to give you guys is, like, play bum teams on purpose. This is actually a playoff game, so I'm stuck playing against these type of teams, but I would try to play bum teams on purpose. But if you do play bum teams, you won't get that extra boost on opponent strength. So like I said, bruh, depending on your performances is going to determine how much points you get at the end of the day. So that's pretty much it. Not trying to make this video any longer than possible. Any questions in the comment section, just hit me up. You could try this for any other builds, but this is mainly just for play sharps, and do this at your own will. Like, I don't do this every day, all day though. I know y'all see a lot of XP and y'all probably like, damn, he ODing in a career, but truthfully, I actually play a whole lot of rec. Like, I'm an elite 1 in a rec. I have over 300 park games. Like, I literally rotate based on who's online. I pretty much only do this my career joint maybe twice a day, possibly 3 games max, because it's so boring. But think about somebody who can get through that and not be bored. Think about how much rep y'all can actually get. Think about Brown Boy actually who mastered this method and is getting actual 100K a game. You feel me? I gotta play different modes. I get too bored too fast. But that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you actually share this video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at LaMonsta.